Yo, Bard, like a video for Bard, Zemi, like what kind of tips do you even have for Bard? Like you already did 8 videos. Why a video for Bard? Like what can you even talk about? What about not dying? That's the biggest tip I can give you. Do not die on Bard. Take your time. There's like zero reason to rush. This is a chess match. When you get to Bard, just stop. Take your time. Don't rush. And some people don't like to do Bard last and do Bard 8 or something like that. Like, it never really made sense to me, because Bard is a character that it's so weird to play, because you just lose the beats. It just gives you brain damage. After you play Bard, it just feels so weird to play another character that Bard should be the last. Bard should always be the last. There's no reason to put Bard before that. And when you get to Bard, just think this as like a Cold War chess, where you can literally just stop for an hour if you have to, come back and do a move. Go sleep, come back the next day and do a move. Think about it like that. Go slow. Take an hour if you have to. I understand that some people like to have a rhythm with Bard, because it might be hard for them to just go too slow, but you don't need to play in double tempo. So put a very, very slow rhythm, and if you have issues with it, like practice that. Do some Bard runs if you have to. One of the biggest problems about just human mind in general is patience. Like, patience is a very difficult thing to have as a trait, and this will get you killed. If you are not patient here, that will get you killed. So I know you are probably at like 3 hours, 2.5 hours by this point. You are just so tired, you want to get this over with. That will kill you. Take your time. That's the biggest tip I can give you. I could end the video right here, but that's the most important thing to say. Starting in zone 1, I never really thought this was even possible, but this actually happened to me in an area run. So this can also happen with other characters, so be careful about that, but I'm leaving this specifically for this Bard video. Have you ever seen this layout in zone 1? Something like this, where you basically need to pick to call each enemy, and sometimes it's a Minotaur that can't even open these walls. If it's a dragon, it's fine, but if it's a Minotaur, it doesn't open these walls, so you need to call him. What if by an accident, you just throw a barrel in here? Have you ever thought about this? What now? You are stuck. So, unless you have a bomb, you will be stuck there forever. The run is over. Like, I lost an area run like that because I didn't have a bomb. I threw the barrel by a mistake and I just got stuck. I tried to go all the way around. It was not possible. Be careful with the layouts. Like, other than that, Bard is basically a mix of every, like, in terms of tips, is basically a mix of every other character besides what I just said about taking your time. So zone 1, there are spirits, so take your time. You have the enemy pool, the highest enemy pool in the game, like Cadence, like Melody, so you will get a lot of swarms in zone 3 especially. Zone 2, you can destroy the mushrooms, it's fine, you can lose bits at all time. Lose a lot of bits, you can lose bits, don't worry about that. Minotaur awareness. Lots of Minotaur awareness. Like, you can be literally just near a wall, just doing your thing and killing some enemies here, and randomly out of nowhere a Minotaur just appears. And if you click too fast, if you just click too fast, you are just killing an enemy and you just click too fast, look how much damage it does. 2 damage. Bard has 2 hearts. This is the weakest Minotaur. Insta-kill. Insta-kill. Be careful. Zone 3, take your time. Avoid calling too many enemies at the same time. If you have to use a bomb, use it, but you should save it for specific bosses. I will get there in a bit. But overall, I think that's it for Bard. Not much more to say. Take your time. And yeah, Minotaur awareness, like enemy awareness. You will have the skill from all the other characters. You will have the skill when you get to Bard. He is very fragile. So for bosses, I'm not going to be playing many bosses here. King Konga 1, watch my cadence video. King Konga 2, watch my cadence video. King Konga 3, watch my cadence video. If you want to save the bomb for Bard, never use it on the first and second boss of any kind. Always save it for the third or fourth. Third bosses I always like to use King Konga 3. Save your bomb for King Konga 3. Even if you have Dead Metal for last, Deep Blues for last, Coral Reef for last, King Konga 3, you use the bomb. That's the most dangerous boss in the game. Use the bomb. Don't take any risks. Even for Deep Blues 4, that you might be scared of, it's better to use a bomb for King Konga 3 than to try to save the bomb to then use for Deep Blues 4. Deep Blues 4, it's literally a chess game. Just take your time for every piece. With King Konga 3, you can't lose a beat, so you can't click the button to lose beats like you usually do with every boss. You can't. Otherwise, it will come to you from the throne. Save the bomb for King Konga 3. If you don't have King Konga 3, you can, like everything else, it's basically your decision. You can use the bomb on Dead Metal 3 if you want, but you can lose all the bits you want, take your time if you want, it's fine. I would probably save it for the last boss just to reduce the pressure on the last boss, or to avoid a very difficult zone 4 position with the dragon, for example, and I don't want to stress myself, so I have a bomb there just in case. So I basically will only use the bomb for King Konga 3 as Bard. Everything else I will probably save it for the last boss or a very difficult zone 4. That's what I do. So King Konga 3, not even going to show it. I've showed it on other characters, especially Cadence, check that out. King Konga 4, I showed that with Daria and even Bolt, even Monk. I can do just one time just because of the enemy difference you might get. I don't think it varies in terms of bats and enemies. I think it's basically the same, but I can just show you once. It's always the same strat. If you can go to the middle, go. If you feel like it's too risky, just back out and go all the way around and take your time. Remember to don't lose bits. Like, that's the most important thing. You have all the time in the world, don't lose bits. And that's it.
Greetings.
For Dead Metal 1, I already showed that with Cadence, Dead Metal 2 as well, Dead Metal 3 as well, Dead Metal 4, I've spoke about it with Monk and Bolt, overall, all these characters. It's all good. That was my final boss for lowest, by the way. I used the bomb strat, the insta-kill bomb strat. Not insta-kill, but just to put him on the last phase, because I had a good boss lineup for Bard. Deep Blues, it's basically all the tips I gave you for Deep Blues. You can literally do whatever you want with Bard. Like, you can either start from the left and start killing enemies here, or you can just start from the right. It'll be something like this, starting from the left. If you don't have bomb, because if you have bomb, I already showed you in other videos, it will be way quicker. If you want to start from the right, it's basically a bit like Monk. Just check every enemy very careful and prioritize the one you have to prioritize. In this case is the queen. Keep checking if these enemies are going to attack you or not. It's all fine. He's going to attack now. Know like who to prioritize, and make sure you get this space quick so you can basically stay here and just finish the fight. And that's it. It's completely fine to do without bomb. Coral Reef, I don't have anything else to say. Like Coral Reef, it's always the same strat. I rushed a bit there. Remember to dagger throw. It's the 4th phase, we start going to the right, and now we stay here waiting for the other enemies. Now we can basically get rid of everyone. And yeah, if you have to, just dagger throw if you feel too much pressure. Like even if you have bomb, I usually don't use bomb for this guy, but you could use bomb if you have like too many tentacles there and you feel, oh my god, just use bomb. But it's BARD, man, it's BARD. You should be able to do this, just take your time. That's it. Like, just to a few last words, this will be my last Crypt video. I hope these tips videos will be helpful, even for people in years from now to come. They will come back to these videos and get some tips here. That's my biggest goal. I wanted to do these videos quick, as soon as I got the plat, because I had all things fresh in my mind. I'm sorry if some things were very repetitive or some things might have been a bit confused, but if you have any questions, just send me a message or write in the chat, in the comments. But I really just wanted to put all the most important details out there that I remember that might be helpful for other people. Like, I could take a month or even more to be very precise and try to find even more stuff, but with this game, it's an endless grind. There are always things to find, there are always new ways that people will discover. So I just wanted to get this done ASAP, put it all out there and just leave it all out, you know. And especially because I don't want this to feel like a work. These guides are obviously tiring to do. It's a lot of information, a lot of talk I have to make, and I just want to get to the next phase and just be done with this game. Just keep platting, keep doing other stuff. So I really just wanted to get this over with. So sorry if it was a bit rushed, but I still feel like I got all the important things I wanted to point out. So hopefully this will help you and future players. And yeah, I'm sorry if the videos were a bit long, but like, it is what it is. My ultimate goal is to help. That's it. That's the only goal of creating these videos. So yeah, like, see you around, guys. Thank you for watching, and please do not die on BARD.